kind of talked about it and came up with this great idea to become kind of like the real of the nonprofit world and take high-end just luxury goods and resell them online and give 100% of the proceeds back to people fighting cancer.
We're 3 survivors. We've been through the cancer journey ourselves. We're the face of the nonprofit. We have a great reach on the people that are following us and the people that are supporting us.
Partnering with us really makes sense for a lot of these big brands who really want to put their stamp on something and make a mark in the world. And instead of funding research or development or those types of things, you can actually give money directly to the people who need it. Our long-term goal is to give away $11 million a year. Now, let's be clear, we don't have $11 million right now, but we know that if our projections are correct, we will be at that level sooner rather than later.
What's up, everybody? This is Newton Mayenge. Welcome to the league. Today's show is very dear to my heart. For those of you who may not be aware, my father passed away from cancer last month, September 23rd, and it was a very tough time for myself and my family. So today's show is very important to me because we have an organization called the Cancer Cartel, which is an organization started by 3 cancer survivors themselves who have now come together to raise money for expenses that people don't think about when someone has cancer, from gas to food, even shelter, even just regular home expenses. This organization is an organization that is a godsend. So I would love to welcome the Cancer Cartel. Hey, Shelly, Carrie, and Katie, better known as the Cancer Cartel. Welcome to the league. How are you?
We are
great.
Thank you.
We're so excited.
Thank you so much for coming on. This really is personal to me, and it means a lot that you ladies are on here. My father just passed away last month with a rare disease called cholangiocarcinoma. It's a rare bile duct cancer. And so this couldn't have been a better time for you ladies to come on and literally, we talk about your organization and how you got started. So thank you so much.
It's our pleasure. And we're very sorry for your loss and just sending you so much love and prayers.
Thank you so much. Ladies, how did you get started? And first, before we even talk about that, please tell me your individual stories on what motivated you to get to this point.
Okay, well, we'll try and keep those brief. I'm Carrie, and I'm a breast, thyroid, and skin cancer survivor. And, I have a background in retail and business development and that type of thing, but I always knew something was missing. And, when you survive something like cancer, I've had some other health conditions as well. You just know that there's something more out there for you. You just feel this pang in your heart that says there's something bigger, there's something greater. And it took me till I was 45 years old to figure out what that was. And that thing is Cancer Cartel. And it's totally changed my life. I'm so grateful to be on the journey with these 2 ladies. And, that's kind of what brought me to this point.
Wow.
I'm Shelly, and I am a breast cancer and skin cancer survivor. Katie and I are sisters. So she'll tell her story shortly, but I was about 5 years ahead in my breast cancer journey from her.
Okay.
So I'll say that after I was diagnosed and went through my treatment, went back to work, I was in the corporate world. After going back there, I realized there had to be something more for me. Like, I couldn't just sit in my cubicle in my office and listen to people arguing over little petty things anymore. Like, there was something bigger and better for me. I didn't know what that was 3 years ago. Yeah. I do now. It was the Cancer Cartel. So I was definitely drawn to this. There was a purpose and a reason why I left my job, and we came up with this. So,
Wow.
I'm Katie. Like Shelly said, we're sisters.
I could tell.
I am a non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and skin cancer survivor. I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma at 35 years old. It was a tough road. I ended up needing a stem cell transplant. I'm amazing. I'm not amazing, but I mean, it's amazing that I'm here today.
She actually is amazing.
It's amazing that I'm here today. And I'm on the path. Like Carrie said, I mean, this is where I'm supposed to be. I feel like cancer brought me here for a reason. I was supposed to get cancer so that I could get through it and help others. And that's what I'm here for.
Wow. I first wanted to say I am so grateful that you guys were able to fight this. Thank you for the support of your family and friends and just your strength from within, just to be able to get through when other people, haven't been able to make it through. So I am so happy to have this conversation with you today.
Well, I have a feeling that some tears are going to be shed today because
we're holding them back right now. So now tell us, how did you ladies get together to form the Cancer Cartel? Tell us that story.
we like to tell this story. It's kind of a lot of fun. So, like, these girls are sisters, but Katie's been friends with my husband for quite some time. And he was always telling me that when you meet Katie, you guys are going to be instant friends. And he was right. We met, we hit it off instantly. We have so many of the same likes and interests. Plus, we're both super high energy and always just throwing ideas at stuff. Mm-hmm. And it was just a match made in heaven. So we actually, we were going to a nonprofit event up here. There's a local food bank called Northwest Harvest. And Katie and I were going to spend our Saturday packaging food for people in need with hunger. And there's just something about giving back that just warms your heart. And we were just, we had a great morning and just helping others. And we got in the car. Cancer has always kind of been a thread through our friendship, but it was never, it's not the most important thing. And on our way, we just started talking about it. Like, neither one of us should be here. We're both super blessed and we need to give back. We need to do something bigger than packaging food at Northwest Harvest. Like, that's important, but we knew we needed to do something. And we just started throwing ideas out, and we both love fashion. And by the time we got home, we have decided that we were going to take something that we love, fashion, and use it to other people. So we had kind of come up with the idea to be the Real Real, which you or your audience knows what that is. It's a luxury online fashion, consignment store. And we thought, well, people gave us their Louis Vuitton and we sold it and gave the money right to people fighting cancer. Cancer's so expensive. Even if you have great medical care, your cost of living just skyrockets. So by the time we got home, we were fired up.
So excited.
So fired up. Oh my God, we're going to do this. This is so cool.
It's the best idea
It's the best idea ever. We're so awesome. I don't know, whatever.
We're amazing.
And then Katie called Shelly, and I'll let Shelly kind of tell you where she was at with that.
Yeah, so Katie called me, and her and I had been going back and forth because as I mentioned, I left my corporate job. I was able to stay home with my daughter, who was 3. And her and I had been talking about doing something. I'm like, the next thing I do, I want it to be fun. And and her and I both love fashion. So we were always talking about like a boutique or something. And then after she went through treatment, again, I was like, man, there's something out there for us. We didn't know what it was. But literally my daughter entered kindergarten in September of, a year and a half ago or 2 years ago. And Katie called me in October. So it was like 1 month after my daughter entered kindergarten and said, Carrie and I just got home. Of course,
I was
she's rambling really fast.
I try to talk really fast.
And tell me all their ideas. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is really cool. This sounds like something we should do. I mean, we had, I got to meet Carrie the next week. We met at a Mexican buffet restaurant.
That's right.
And we
Very important now.
Yes,
very important detail.
We probably talked about it for a good 6 months, because if anyone out there knows, when you start a nonprofit, the process of opening up a 501c3 can be kind of daunting, the paperwork.
Yeah, very lengthy as well. Yeah,
very
kind of
lengthy.
awful.
So we had just talked about it a lot. And then in July of last year, we went to a women's conference, empowerment, the 3 of us with my other 2 sisters. And it got us motivated. It was kind of like the whole thing was about just starting, just go, just do it. Start messy. You don't have to have it all figured out.
Yeah, be brave.
So, be brave. So when we got home, we took that paperwork, spread it all out on the table here, and we just knocked it out. And we got our 501c3 within 6 weeks. And it usually takes
a year.
Yes.
Fast. And so we've been doing this a full year now. a little over a year, and it's been amazing. So yeah, I don't look back at all. These two are just creative geniuses, and I'm more of like,
Shelly keeps us on track because we would be a total nightmare and we wouldn't know where any of our things are.
Yeah. Her background is in finance.
Yeah.
And we need that. Like it's
enough said.
She takes
spitfire the ideas out all the time.
Yeah, and she takes the notes and keeps us straight and tells us when we have meetings and stuff.
And then Katie, you want to?
I love it.
What?
I love it.
You did a little bit.
And I wanted to have a better understanding, just for the audience. What are the goals for the Cancer Cartel specifically?
Okay, well, we have really big goals. We're not afraid to say them.
Mm-hmm.
Our first goal is to give away $11 million to people fighting cancer a year.
That's a lot of money.
Guys, do you hear that? $11 million. That's fantastic.
Right.
That's the plan.
Now, Newton, let's be clear. We do not have $11 million to give away yet. But we really believe that, like, you just have to speak it into being. You have to put it in the universe, and we will figure out how to get there. We figured it out so far. Like we touched on briefly, there's money out there for research. There's money out there to help with your medical bills. But what there isn't money for is the additional fuel that it takes to get back and forth. Katie lived an hour.
I had to have an apartment. I lived an hour from the hospital. So when I had to have a stem cell transplant, I had to drive in every day. But there came a point where I had to rent an actual separate apartment downtown Seattle, by the hospital for 6 weeks.
Because you had to be within a mile to do the stem cell.
Yeah, so it's a lot. There's a lot.
Wow.
Realize.
And
because of the dauntingness of the treatment every day.
Yeah, so scary.
And when we were in there with Katie, especially because she was in a separate unit, but her and I, we would hear conversations with people in the hallway of just talking about, whether they pay their mortgage or get their medication. I mean, those are real conversations that are happening in there, and it's heartbreaking. Yeah. Luckily for the we had family. We had family that helped us support. I had a savings that helped me. I mean, we had the support, but not everybody has that.
I'd say most people don't have that.
Yeah. And
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree. I mean, just in the time that we started treatment with my father, because he was, on chemo for only a week and then it didn't take. But just the cost of the medication, the cost of care daily, going into third shift, if you're at a certain level where you need 24-hour care, that stuff it builds up and it adds up. So this is phenomenal what you're doing, because a lot of times people don't think about the expenses in regards to it.
Yeah,
they don't at all.
You can't buy your child a birthday gift because you need to buy medication. I mean,
that's an example we give, because during COVID, we have recently handed out larger sums of money, but during COVID, we've been handing out $100 Amazon gift cards
because we can email them,
because it's easy to email, and we've been sending those out during COVID, and we get people just emailing us back, just so thankful.
Break your heart stories.
One lady was able to buy her daughter a birthday gift, and that, I mean, I have a daughter myself who's 7, and I just know that means everything to me, that she was able to buy her daughter a birthday gift. So wow. So just small like that, it makes people's day. I mean, it's really amazing.
So is there specific services that the Cancer Cartel kind of focuses on, or is it more so just making sure that you have the finances for additional resources for medication and things like that?
Alleviating the pressure, alleviating just that small bit of pressure. So whether you use the money that we send you for toilet paper, or
paying your
house payment, or a birthday gift for your child or your mom.
They need to play soccer. Your kid needs to play soccer. You can't afford for them to play soccer. It's living expenses.
Living expenses.
I mean, one woman just bought a blanket because she was getting cold during treatment, and with her Amazon gift card, that's what she was buying herself, was a blanket.
It was a heated blanket.
I mean, those little things that just those people need.
Bless her heart.
Yeah.
Yes.
How can we, as a community, continue to support the Cancer Cartel?
That's a great question. So what you're doing right now, Newton, is huge for us. So awareness is one of the best gifts anyone can give us. Obviously, we're always looking for financial contributions. So if anyone, in your amazing community, we just created a $5, $25, $50, and $100 a month pledge. So you can actually log on to our $5 a month adds up real fast when thousands of people are giving $5.
Yeah, for one latte.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Latte a month. Give up.
Yeah.
Or don't give it up.
or don't give it up. Just give us $5 a month and
Mhm.
we will help people.
Yeah.
I think one thing that's really important for your community to know is that nearly 100% of our funds raised go directly to people fighting cancer. So we do not take a salary. We have very minimal overhead. We have website fees and shipping and that kind of stuff for our branded clothing line. But our
Yeah.
goal is for 100% to go to people fighting cancer. So we're going to get there soon.
Wow.
But our goal is for someone to come in and want to pay our overhead. So a company or an individual that believes in what we're doing and they want to say, okay, we're going to pay your overhead so that all 100% of the proceeds or all 100% of the donations go out.
And then
to
so that we can someday get paid for this and have it be
Yeah.
a job where we can actually focus
wanna
on
be
raising
able to-
$11 million a year.
You know, it
Yes.
costs money to
Yes.
raise money. I'm sure
Yeah.
anybody who's had a business or who's been in the nonprofit sector knows that it costs money to raise money.
Yeah.
And we know that we can do this. And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
because of people like you who are willing to share about our message and who believe in our cause because you've been touched by cancer. Like almost every person has a cancer story and a lot of them
Yeah.
don't have a happy ending.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
And people don't have to just donate money. I mean, we love money, but they can also donate their luxury
Right on our
designer
website.
items. So like there's a donation button on our website and you can have money or
Designer.
designer clothing and it tells you how we ship that. It's an easy $15 shipping
Flat
label
rate.
up to 60 pounds
70.
or
Yes.
70. You're right. And then also people can shop our website. We have some great items already up there and we have that's a lot coming in this next week of items that'll be put up on the website for people to shop. And
Really
we also
exciting.
have lower end stuff, our own branded
I'll
stuff,
show you.
like have Cancer Cartel.
Yes, I have to see it. That was my next question because I want to get it.
We have a bunch of
Oh,
different
Sweatshirts, hats.
hats, water bottles,
Yeah. All the
some
good stuff.
really
that
bling.
is phenomenal. Do you have any men's shirts?
Yes.
Yes.
We do.
And hats.
Yes.
Consider one done. I got to get a shirt.
Yeah.
Men's t-shirts. Can you even see it?
Oh,
It's
I love it. I love it. I have to have one.
yeah.
We want you to have
For
one.
sure.
So there's lots of ways for people to get involved and help us. And like Carrie mentioned, just you doing this today, I mean, we really appreciate people sharing about us, getting the word
Yes.
out. That's really important to us to let everybody know that what's going on.
Well,
And
can
to
you please,
people to help.
and the help? Yes, very important. Very important. And we're all one community, and that's the whole goal. And if anything has taught us during this COVID time is that we are literally all we have.
Yes.
So,
Amen.
We all bleed the same, man. Wow.
Yes.
We've learned that for sure.
Yes.
what is your website and where can people follow you on social media?
Our website is cancercartel.com. Really easy to find. We are very active on Instagram. So I would say if you want to find us on social, come find us on Instagram. We're on Facebook too.
Okay.
But
YouTube.
we're on YouTube. We have a pretty fun YouTube channel if anybody wants to watch some fun videos.
Mhm.
And yeah, we're just we're getting into Pinterest a little bit, but anywhere that
Okay.
we can drive our mission and, get our message
You
out
can
there.
find us on the league.
You can find us on
You definitely can. Yeah, and we're moving forward. We're going to be big supporters. So yes, you definitely can.
Well,
Awesome.
we're very,
Yes.
very, very excited to meet you both and just super grateful for this opportunity today. We know that, everyone's put in our life for a reason, and every new person we meet that believes in us, we just know that they're part of the mission and we welcome them to the Cancer Cartel family.
Yes, we are definitely one big family. And I wanted to thank you all for coming. It really, truly means a lot to me once again. And we're going to continue to fight the good fight, continue to get the word out for the Cancer Cartel, and continue to support.
Thank you.
Thank you
We're
so much.
so
Thank
grateful. Again, it was so great to meet you, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Grateful meeting you as well. Everyone, this is the Cancer Cartel. This is Newton Mayenge with the League Talk Show. Please continue to support the Cancer Cartel. You heard the information. Please stay safe and please donate. Talk to you soon. Take care.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.